Welcome to Cola Currency and Talking Money. We've got a special episode coming up today. I've got my friend Emilio here, and he's going to introduce his full name because you know what? No one wants me talking Spanish any way, shape, or form. I think you guys have known that. Anyways, we are here because Emilio is from Puerto Rico.
That's right.
But lives in Spain, and he happened to come to the Twin Cities and lined up, and now he's in my living room. And 6 months ago, we didn't know who each other was. And Emilio reached out. We've been talking currency. It's just so great. And just his story. And we're going to talk about his story, how he wants to collect. Because, again, he lives in Spain. And I'm going to turn it back and kind of give Emilio a chance to introduce himself.
Yes,
so,
well, like you said, born and raised in Puerto Rico, but moved to Spain 25 years ago. And I live in Toledo, smack in the center of Spain. And I got into this hobby, which is amazing. Well, anywhere from 35 years ago, 40 years ago, if I talk strictly paper money.
So we're going to talk age a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's a long time to collect. I mean, I'm an old guy. I didn't start collecting roughly, give or take, 2000. So you've been going for a long time.
It's like I mentioned it to you once before. It's like when I was a child, I was intrigued by my the coins and things that my grandfather had. When we were children, we used to help my grandma roll like quarters and nickels and dimes, And when we found something that was like from 1920 or 1930, it was like, oh my God, this is so old, this is so cool, It's like, and that got me going, and that got me interested in finding out about numismatics in general.
It's amazing how I think we all started out with coins first, but very few of us got smart. Anyways, but start with coins. You're rolling.
Yeah, and then I found out there was a shopping mall in Puerto Rico, and there was a small store called Black and White, and the gentleman there, which at that time he was like in his late 60s, early 70s, he had a bunch of coins and baseball cards. It was like a little collector niche, And that's where I saw my first large paper.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it was a 1917 one.
1917 one.
Legal tender. And when I saw it, it was like, I fell in love with it. And it was like, like I said, no internet back then. So no way of finding out more about these notes. So the only ones I saw were the ones I saw there in that store.
In hand.
Yeah, nothing of educational series, nothing amazingly wow. But I saw that one, it was like, I want to get one of those.
So this is like a collector shop in Puerto
Rico. Yeah. By the way,
Did you go to San Juan?
It's in San Juan, and it's not there anymore.
All right.
They closed shop. I think that the owner passed away several years ago. And then it was a matter of fact of trying to find out places where to buy. And the old way, I would write and they would send a catalog of whatever they had available to buy, the big thick in black and white, no colors, whatever,
Well, it's still kind of true today for some of us, honestly.
And that's how it started, man.
Do you remember like the first banknote you ever bought?
1917 one.
Did buy it?
That's the first one I bought.
You bought it?
I still have it to today. Yeah.
See, that's the same thing.
That's
same thing for me.
First note I bought, and it was for me, it was something like love at first sight. I saw the notes, and it was just, I want to keep buying,
keep going,
and finding out about them. Why did they switch from that size to normal size? Why those beautiful designs are not made anymore?
And I think for younger collectors or collectors that are started since the internet. Anybody that started, even once the internet was going, from 95 to 2000, the internet wasn't that much help until really 2005, right? When eBay came out, I can't remember what year it was. That's when eBay started selling currency. That's
and I didn't know eBay had those. That's why I for me, it was like a discovery of everything. It's like Puerto Rico, it's like not too many people are into that, so it's hard to talk to someone. And whatever.
For those of you that don't know, because I'm sure there isn't, believe it or not, Puerto Rico, Caribbean island to the east of Cuba, one of the largest Caribbean islands, and is a territory of the United States and has been since we did that whole colonial thing back in the 1890s. So yeah, they're full residents, full citizens of the U.S., but they can't vote for president. Oh yeah. So I know it needs to be fixed, but that's not what the video is.
Yeah, I know.
So you grew. So that's where you started your banknote collecting. Was in Puerto Rico.
And I started with the 1917 one, which is great. Then I bought the 1972.
Yeah.
1907 with Chopper.
So you're going with the series here.
Because those are the first ones I saw. Until that time, I hadn't seen anything beautiful. Call it the mini porthole. Call it like educational series. Call it the Chief, the Bison Note. Those I found out later. Those I found out about when I made it to the only, like I told you, the fun show.
Yeah. So so fast forward a little bit to that.
Yeah. In 1994, my father passed away, and when my father passed away, I was a bit depressed, and I found out about the show that they had through the Puerto Rico Numismatic Society.
Okay.
I found out that they do a show in Florida, and I had a bit of money that came my way, and I told my brother, you know what, I'm gonna go off to this show by myself.
Do something fun.
Yeah,
for
do something for
yourself.
me, and see what I find. And you walk into that hall, so many tables, and I just started seeing notes after notes, and it was like, but I'll tell you the honesty, I went to that show with $1,500. That's all I had back in the day.
So this is pre-2000.
1995.
1995. Do you even remember what you walked away with?
I bought that 100, the 1914 100. I bought that one.
So you're going to see images. He's got images of them. So we're going to flash these up, and I'll let you guys see what the grades are, because they're very impressive. I'm not even going to try to guesstimate what they are right now. You'll see them for yourself. So this is what I thought was so interesting about your story, is that this is not the typical direction a collector takes.
No. Most
of us are like, well, I'll get the 1928 $2 red seal. Most of us act like, well, maybe it's too much money, I'll get the 63. Yeah. Well, I'm going to spring for the $34, $5 silver certificate. That's most people's path. But man, you plugged your nose, jumped in, and said...
I went up the deep end, is that how to say it? I went straight into the big notes. So I got the educational series 1, 2, and 5, almost one straight after the other.
So how soon... Okay, so I got to follow this progression. I got to follow this. So you're at the fun show now. Now, okay.
So
next...
I'll give you a little...
you can remember.
Yeah, time thing. So this... Got interested in coins. 1995, or a couple of years, I discovered that there were...
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you just said.
Before 1995.
You got interested in what?
Coins, I know. It's like, yeah. Those I don't do anymore.
Okay. No, just kidding. Not really.
So in 1995, I discovered, by going to the shopping mall, I discovered the big notes, and they were amazing. 1995, went to the fun show. And in 2001, I moved to Spain. So between 1995 and 2001, that's when I did.
That's when these notes were.
Bought most of my collection, because when I moved to Spain, I kind of forgot about it stopped. I stopped buying.
Well, and that's okay. Don't go there yet, because I just want to. I got to hear more about go back to what notes and those.
In 1996,
those educationals.
I started with the 5.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. And so this is, again, you're diving in the pool.
For $2,400.
So the $5 that you're looking at, $2,400. And again, I'm not going to guesstimate the grade. I'm just going to let you folks see it.
And then I bought the
It's I think nice. Out of the 3, it might be the best.
Yeah, I think it is the nicest. Note. Yeah. I think, because like I said, it was sold to me back then. You took the word for it.
Okay,
no pictures.
Describe that.
What do
you mean no pictures?
Because I found out, it's like, I found about the company that sold the note, gave them a call, because it was all over the phone. And I go like, well, yes, I am interested in buying educational series, the 5 note, and uncirculated grade. And they're like, yes, no problem. This is how much it's.
And that's all it was just unk. That's all
unk.
it was,
that's all it was, unk.
Right?
No number to it.
No.
Unk. That's it. And then so I was like, oh, yes, we'll send you a nice one. And send us the money, we'll send you the note.
Was it a check? Money order? Or what
I think it was a money order, money transfer, or whatever.
Okay, right.
You have to go to a Western Union.
Oh, yeah.
Or one of them.
Probably a money
order.
Send them,
Send them the money. wait till it got there, and
Right,
then
and
that's
then
when
they're
they're
gonna
like,
sell it.
we'll send
Right.
it after. So you're like hoping that this is a serious company, not that you're going to lose your money, So it's like, but then,
Hey, did you have any? You had no idea
Thank
because
God.
again,
no, I didn't see the note until I opened the thing, and I didn't know no grading. It's like now it's like, oh, little fold, put it to the light
yeah,
to see if there's a lot of fold, if it's been pressed, the embossing, none of that. It just, I saw it and it was like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful note I've seen in my life. Rookie mistake. I took the notes and I put them on two hard plastic things that had little screws that were sold back then as places
yeah, but those that will not take down.
You know,
That won't take down a tally.
there might be a little still
little.
embossing on the numbers. On the
But at the end of the day, I'd be shocked if that's what did it, but can't never say never. At the end of the day, it's an amazing note.
it is.
I don't care
The
if
set is
okay,
really
it doesn't
nice.
get PPQ,
Yeah, I know.
whatever, right?
The set is really nice, and
And the set you said you got the two.
Yeah, the 2 and the 1. Yeah, I got all three of them.
I'm questioning if you paid the price you paid for all three wouldn't be at least the price for a mid-range 5. Anyways, so that was all right. So you've got now what 10, 12 notes maybe.
Yeah, and then the one that followed was the bison note, which was beautiful.
Another again, you'll be seeing
the bison. After the bison, I bought Indian, the chief. That's what I bought after that.
Where are you getting? I mean, is it because you're just like, I love these? These are great looking notes.
Yes.
Nobody is.
At first, it wasn't about. I didn't know anything. At first, it wasn't about making sets or going on a specific legal tender versus silver certificate versus whatever. It just. I like that note. Here it is. It's beautiful. That's the one I want.
Because you're hitting. Obviously, these are all just straight out classics.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. I mean, some are more affordable, obviously, than the others, but I mean, they are.
They are.
You got the bison. You got the chief.
That's how it started. It was about that I liked it. It's beautiful. It didn't matter what it was.
Are you getting any? I mean, Banknote Reporter? Is there any? Because that was around back then. I mean, there was nothing.
I didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
I to be honest, I bought the first, the Freebird book, the red book.
Okay, so
But I bought it 4 years ago. That's the first one I bought.
Right. Okay, so you didn't have it back then.
No. Back then it was like, so I liked it. Like, in all fairness, I didn't even know what a Freebird number was.
Okay, so this is, not what you want to do.
No.
But,
No.
I mean, damn.
I was going by heart more than anything else. Yeah.
And that's part of the whole, do what you, collect what you want, collect what you like. And that is the most important thing. You get into the investment side, and we'll talk investment. You guys know I don't talk investment that often. But it's like, that's, to me, a benefit. That's a down the road thing that we're talking about today. You have been blessed to have that benefit of being able to get those notes at those prices at that time. And again, you might have paid too much. Who cares?
But back then, I think there was a few notes that I did overpay for.
But
because I was ruling it more with the heart than as an investment or anything else point of view, So an example is that note that I have, the 1915 10 Freebird number 821.
Okay, so this Federal Reserve banknote from Dallas, which I think it's one of 10 known. It's amazing note. We'll get the stats. I'll put them below. But
so when I bought this note, I think that's the first note that I said, "Oh, I'm going to buy this because it's scarce."
So the guy in the back, aware of it.
Yeah, in the back, the guy had little stickers that said "scarce." Back then, it said only 6 to 8 known.
Now there's 10.
Now there's about 10 from last time I checked.
I mean, if it's like less than 50, it's like, who cares?
And I bought it like in 1996, 1997. That's when I bought that one. And that's the first note I said, well, that's scarce. I'm going to get it.
So how many of these notes, and again, it's not about how, I don't want to go to, you had money to do that, but obviously you did, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, how many notes were you buying a year, a month?
Back then, I was maybe between 15 and 20
of a year. So you were selective.
Yeah. And I was going for specific things. Now.
Well, at that time period, that time period, What do you think your best purchase was and your worst purchase during that time?
I would say the best one I got back then, the 1905 and 1906 $20 gold certificates. No, the 1906 and 1922. I bought them because I bought them extremely cheap. That's how I liked buying old notes. I would rather wait. Back then, I would rather wait and save a bit of money and buy anything that was over extra fine 45.
Okay, so that was
back
your
then. That was your which I can't afford right now.
I mean,
I haven't sold a single note ever. I am a pure collector. I haven't sold anything.
You've got some notes that you could sell to move other places, but I get it.
I know. I do get it. It's very hard for me to let go. I can tell. I show you today the 1886 $2 silver certificate.
Yeah.
And it has the big
Winfield.
That's right. It has the big red seal. I did buy that one with the small scallop seal. And when I bought it, I was, dude, I wanted the one.
The big, yeah.
And the friend, the other guy I talked to a lot from California, he goes like, I'll buy it from you for what you pay, including the BP. And I go like, sure. He goes like, yeah. And I sold him that note, and I bought the Freeburg 242 with the big red seal.
So you're still in Puerto Rico. You're buying these notes. You're literally every single one of them. You're sending away.
Yeah, the money the little money that I had and whatever I saved up working, I invested in that, bought notes and whatever.
Wow. And do you go up to Florida for any more fun shows?
The only one I went to was 1995. Never been to another show in my life. And I'm
laughing because they're amazing. I mean, you had the currency god hand on your shoulder because you were buying the right notes. I don't know if they're the right price or not. Maybe I'll do a little checking on I got old Freeburg books that I might have some back then. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. It
doesn't matter.
And now I see them as good investment. They're beautiful notes, like you said. I mean, all the raw notes. I mean, I do have notes which are lower tier notes, but like those, the Bison Chief, the Treasury Notes, the gold certificates, they're in good upper mid range to uncirculated.
So when you picked up the Treasury Notes.
Oh yes, I got the
same
one.
Time.
Yeah, the 1, 2, 5.
Again, amazing.
Yeah.
5 is,
it's nice notes. Yeah, I picked those straight one after the other.
So those are all in that time.
Yeah, because when I moved to Spain, because it's hard to keep track of what's going on there, I kind of forgot about it. Went into other things that are antiquities, maps, documents, and I forgot about the paper money. And one day, this is totally random. Through Heritage, I bought an 1869 Cuban note, the Cuban note for the independence movement from 1869.
Yep.
That you mentioned that, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
Yes.
They always charge me for international shipping. So every time I got to tell them, hey, dude, you don't have to charge me this. It's part of the U.S. And they're like, oh, really? So, yeah. So moved there. And then around, I think this is 10 years into going to Spain.
So you moved to Spain 2001.
January 2001.
So you pretty much you got into other stuff, had a new life. You're now European.
Yeah, I know.
You're so worldly. Yeah. By the way, your accent just isn't nearly enough for me. I'm very disappointed.
Do I have to be more hello? How are you?
Yeah. I mean, no, you don't have to be Ricky Ricardo.
What's the matter with the way I talk?
Well, I haven't told you this before, dear, but you speak with a slight accent.
You can understand me, can you?
But
or Antonio Banderas,
because you are bilingual, of course.
Yeah, I grew up with both languages.
Yeah, that's just the way it was. So, anyways, I'd like to make fun of you, Ricky Ricardo style.
Go ahead,
I cannot do that because one, he's got a great look. I mean, bald head, beard, graying.
Yeah, I know.
You're a good-looking man. I'm not going to be be afraid to say
it's
that.
Like I'm looking to her.
You're like a skinny version of me.
Don't say that. Say it, but don't say that. Yeah,
I'm a big boy.
Anyways. Yeah, but I'm like 5 inches shorter.
Yeah.
So
be it.
Yeah.
I'm growing out the beard for Santa Claus because I am.
I heard you did. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
right.
Anyways,
And then, so like I said, I bought that bill again, and I bought on that same auction. I think I bought a Chinese bill from like the 1920s, something like that. But the ones that are looped and they're meant to be seen vertically, instead of horizontal,
yes.
with the Chinese characters and a picture of somebody, which
Those
I
are
have no
beautiful
idea.
banknotes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that got me. I go like, I'm gonna start checking up again. What's going on with the old good old American notes?
You're going to fire up the internet.
Yeah. And then I had the internet back then, and I started doing research again, and I got into it, and then I still didn't buy anything. When my first note that I bought again from the U.S. was with COVID. When COVID came around,
that was the true reboot.
In 2019, COVID came along, and we were confined for.
That's right, because the rest of the world got it a year earlier. No, I'm serious. They took it serious a year earlier, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And the place where I worked was closed for a year and a half, so I needed to work, and I came back to Puerto Rico for a Christmas vacation, and I rekindled an old friendship with a girl from Texas. Wound up moving to Texas and working there for 2 years, and that's where I bought my first note again. In Texas, I got into heritage. I found out about heritage, Stack Bowers, great selections, and all that. And I started getting into it again, and I bought a few notes there, and I actually hadn't seen the notes that I had in 20 years.
So this is 20, 21, 22 now. Okay.
I called my nephew, and I go like, dude, can you open the safe back in my house in Puerto Rico and take all the notes I have and take a picture of them and send them over? And he did. And there were bills there that I didn't forget. And actually, he sent them all, and I was thinking to myself, there's something missing. I remember having some bills that are not in the pictures he sent, and I called him over and I go, was that all? He goes like, yeah, uncle, that's all. There's nothing else. And I go, well, maybe it's just that I saw it in the shows or in a picture, and I wanted it. And about 4 months after that, my brother cleared out the whole, like it's like a huge gun safe.
Oh, right.
So he cleared everything out to like clean it up and everything, and he pulled out an envelope that was pinched in the back.
There it is.
And it had the 1881, 2, and 5 with the big brown seal and the poker chip, 10.
So the poker chip. We haven't even talked. I mean,
and it was like, oh my God, I forgot I had those.
How do you forget?
I know. That's what. When I said, I thought I had them, but when he took pictures and they weren't there, I thought, well, maybe it was wishful thinking.
Right.
But it was there.
Thank goodness. Because again, so the 1880s, the large round seals, right?
Yeah.
And the poker chip. I mean, that's kind of one of those notes that it's by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you compare it with the $1 and the $5 and the mini porthole and all that, but it just does kind of sit by itself.
It's that red X, red seal with Jackson there, which you used to see in a different way nowadays. And then you have the 2 chips on the back. The 2 tens with the race. It's just amazing.
All right,
beautiful note.
So this is Texas.
This is Texas.
So now you're back. When did you come back to Spain?
I went back to Spain in 2022. Summer 2022, and then it's just now I'm really active into buying notes. So every time I see something that I want, I'll just buy it.
Okay, so all right, take me through the journey of pick a note that you have a picture of that's kind of a fun note to talk about.
First thing I see is like if I see a note, right? Let's like I told you because you asked me about this. Federal Reserve Banknotes.
Yeah. Okay.
12 banks.
Yep. Yeah.
Each with a different bank on them.
Go ahead and explain what you put together.
So I think I had 1 or maybe 2 from the 1 denomination. Then, of course, you find out the 2, the famous battleship note, which also it's a note belonging to that specific, but it's a note in itself. Because the battleship on the back is just...
Well, and plus the Federal Reserve Bank that you got it from is probably the best one there is.
Where's it from again?
Minneapolis.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Ding, ding.
So I got that one, and then, of course, I had that 10.
Yes, right, the Dallas.
And I said to myself, you know what? I want to have an example of each bank. So I said, well, let's work on it. And
So you're going to do that with the 20s? Is that what you were going to do? I'm sorry, the ones is
I
going to be...
I was wondering if they could change me four fives for a 20.
Right,
And,
sure.
it's like, I mean, isn't it the same thing?
So you as a collector, so you did go down the
And
rabbit hole of anal retentive and
Yeah.
saying, I want one from
one
each
of
bank.
each. And when I was doing that, that's all I was looking for. I wasn't, so every time there was an auction, I went straight to see what Federal Reserve Banknotes
Scanned
they had on the ones to see if they had one that I still had to
It's
get.
like, I'm looking for Atlanta. Atlanta's
Yeah.
not there. I'm out. You're gone.
That's it. I'm not buying anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Might as well wait. Because Heritage has one
Right,
week. You know,
sure,
so
yeah.
let's wait till next week and see
Right.
what comes up.
Okay.
Until I got them up. Then I got one
So
week.
what? I mean, I'm always curious because I've done it with small size notes. I know why I've done it because I know that I've been, we get to a point in we're collecting where notes start to get more expensive, but we still need to feed that collecting.
Of course, yeah.
We have it.
That craving.
Yeah, craving. That's exactly what it is. We're collectors. We're on the spectrum. No matter whether it's a 1 or a 50, we're on it. We need to collect. And I try to budget for bigger notes, but it's like I need to buy something and that's where these mini collections. I did it with signatures for 1s, 2s, and 5s for all U.S. small
Okay.
size. Was that driving that? Because those aren't the cheapest notes, but they're not. But they're not unconscious.
They're
either.
not. The ones, see, the ones, that's something that did, because you think about, well, I want to buy a Wyndham note. I want to buy a porthole. I can get me a nice $1 Federal Reserve Bank note.
Right.
Unk 61, 62.
Yeah.
So I go like, you know what? I'm going to feed that. I'm going to work on that. Because those, I can get maybe 2 a month.
Right.
Or once a month.
Right.
I can get that. And I'll be done with that. And when you get it, it's just like open it. And for me, because I live in Spain, if I buy something from the US and I have it shipped to Spain, I got to pay an additional tax.
That's an additional tax.
Yeah.
Not to mention shipping.
Yeah, and everything.
What is it? What is
It's
that
a
tax?
15%. So what I do is I have them sent to Puerto Rico, which I don't get charged that. And when I come visit or somebody comes over,
Pick them up.
I pick them up. But when they get home, my niece is on it. She goes like, "Oh, I got it," and she'll take them out, take pictures, send them to me. So but then I still might wait 2 3 months until I get them.
Right. So
Yeah.
Well, how often do you come back?
I go only once or twice to Puerto Rico. But if I have friends,
A year.
Trusted,
Okay.
yeah, a year, yeah. If I have trusted friends, I'll ask them if they can
Bring it.
please bring,
They're going to come visit you.
yeah, if they can bring something over, My niece will give them a lowdown of, you can't hold it, it's got to be with you all the time.
Right. Never.
You got to take care
Don't
of
put
it.
it in the backpack.
It's
Don't.
like,
Yes. Yep.
So that's great. And that's how I thought of it. Like, well,
So
let me get one bank of each.
Okay, so out of most of the notes you're buying since 2022, you're in Spain. You're getting them from the United States.
Yeah, I mostly buy from Heritage and Stacks.
I mean, think about it, folks. I mean, Emilio, you're a U.S. currency collector in
In Spain,
Spain.
There's none that I know of.
and there's just in the conversation, and that's how we got.
That's because I told, this is the story of how I knew about your channel.
Yeah.
So I told you that Puerto Rico has a Numismatic Association,
Yes.
and they meet the first Thursday of every month. So when I go home and I happens to be
Yeah, if you're
that
there.
I'm there, I'll go to the reunion, to the meeting, and then it's a blast because you get to talk to people which have your same interests.
Right.
But none of these people really collect notes from the U.S. They're more coins.
And, it is. The
And
coin I belong to, the Northwest Coin Club, and it's like I've been to a few, and it's like I'll be honest, I don't feel compelled to go because there's just not that much
So I go
currency
there,
talk, but it's something.
Yeah, so I go there and I have all the pictures in my phone, and we talk, and they'll ask you, so what do you collect? And I go like, well, I'm mostly into paper money, and I'll show them. So I'm talking to this guy, which is really knowledgeable, and he goes like, there's this YouTube channel called Polar Currency. I don't know who the guy is. He goes, like, check it out, and then that's how I found out about you. So I checked it out, And you know, it's like I saw the first video random because it wasn't video number one.
Right.
It was just the first one that popped, and I was like, well, let me hit that, see how it goes. And I think that night I watched 10 videos. I was just like, oh, night.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, I know, dude. I enjoyed them so much, you know. And that's when I wrote in one of the videos.
Yeah.
I put a comment saying, oh, "Thank you for sharing, whatever. It's great, you know." And the next, I sent over pictures of my collection, and you got in touch with me, and you know, that's how. But I enjoy because in Spain I have nobody to talk to.
Well, I mean, and that's that. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, I collected for 20 plus years until I started YouTube, my YouTube channel. I never, ever. I mean, seriously, I had no one to talk to.
No.
I mean, Twin Cities, it's not a huge coin collector market, not a lot of dealers, that kind of thing. And at least if you have a lot of dealers in the market, you're going to come across some currency.
Yeah.
It's kind of a desert here in the Twin Cities. And that's neither here nor there because, no offense to the dealers, if I'm looking for a note, what are the odds that if I'm looking for a $1 FRBN from Boston, what are the odds that any of the coin shops are going to have it? And yet you go to eBay, you go to Heritage, you see multiple choices. It's just easier. So really, I mean, I guess from a purchasing aspect, yes, there's some logistics involved for you, a little extra money, but it's that talking to people. That's where we don't have it. And so
plus like talking to people, you might find notes, like you said, somebody might go, oh, well, I saw one of those.
Right.
Here or there, you might be able to like find out. Yeah, maybe. But like when you have nobody to talk to, and I'll be honest, when I lost interest those years that I was in Spain, maybe because of that, because I had nobody to share it with.
Right. And that is, I mean, it's like, I love it now because it's like when, you know, hey, somebody buys a note or I buy a note, I'm like, hey, look, I got this note. And I bring it to my wife and she's like, crickets. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, my friends go, oh, you're a coin collector. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. Again, nothing against coins. I'm sure coin collectors, oh, you're a currency collector.
Yeah, I know.
They would correct you.
Yeah.
But I mean, having that ability to share what you found, what you're after, what you're going for. And again, I'll never forget the first time we talked. Love WhatsApp, by the way. Great application. You know, I think you talked for 5 minutes straight and didn't take a breath.
I know. I was so excited
And
when
you
you
see
called.
Emilio, I mean, he was just not excited to talk to me. He was just excited to talk currency.
Yeah.
And dude, you speak quickly also.
I know. And when I'm excited, even more.
Oh my God, I'm just like, I wish I could. Can I record this and rewind it? Because I'm old and deaf.
I remember the first time we talked over the phone, I was actually working.
Oh, yeah, you were. You're like,
and you
I
called,
don't care, man.
And you called, and I picked up the phone. When I saw it's done, I picked up, and I told you, my boss who was there, was like, I gotta pick this from the U.S. And we would talk for an hour over the phone. Yeah, no, it's working. It was like, geez. But
that's the time difference where it's about roughly 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I said. It's just that interest, and I enjoy seeing other people's collections.
Yeah.
When they like in Facebook, I joined like the Obsolete whatever club and US certified and uncertified, and I love putting my notes there, not to get likes or thumbs up. It's just so people can see what I have, because I'm interested in seeing what you have. Because I also get pleasure not only from my notes, but seeing that somebody has a note that I don't have. I enjoy that. It's just like, that's great.
And again, the more you see, the more you know.
Yeah.
Q NBC, the more you know something. But I mean, aside from logistics, little time, a little extra money. Well, 15% is a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
but I'm like, it's you figured out how to avoid that.
Work the system. Yeah.
I just think it's amazing. And again, what I've come to kind of understand, it's like being in Spain didn't stop you.
No.
I don't know if it was that big of a being in Spain or being in Minnesota or somewhere. There's, if you're rural area, it doesn't really matter. There is a lot of us out there, and it's like, start your own YouTube, show your own YouTube. Not to say anybody can, but I mean, figure out the Facebook, the Instagrams. There's ways to communicate and share your collection.
Yeah.
And it is fun. Again, you see more notes, the better you are from that. But I do think here's a guy with a fascinating story, and I love hearing your story.
Oh, Jesus, I love talking about it, because it's not only, I love, like you said, I love the history. Sometimes I'll find myself holding it out and thinking, well, who was the last person
Right.
to hold this note before it was like called back or collected or whatever? It's like, what can I buy with $1 in 1918 with this dollar or whatever?
Right. I mean, it is. I mean, it's like, to me, it's all the history and the story behind the note and the history in the note is important as the note itself, because I mean, I think that's a lot of difference, is that there's not that much story behind a Mercury dime.
Yeah.
Now, there might be behind the sculptor.
Yep.
Right? So there might be there, but the dime itself, but that's not true. I just think banknotes have so much more flavor with that. And again, not disparaging any coin collector, which, you're really Morgan collectors anyways. I'm going to get yelled at for that.
I knew you had to throw that.
I did have to throw that out. Sorry, Apple. But, so just the fact that 2 weeks ago, you're like, hey, Dan, I'm going to be in the United States. And I'm just
that's
like,
a year.
I'm like, did you say what? So I'm going to be in Minnesota. Maybe, Dan. Maybe I'm going to be in Minnesota. But I don't know for sure.
It wasn't for sure yet.
Right. And I'm just like, so I'm like, well, can you give me a day? And you gave me a date. And I'm like, I will block it off.
Yeah.
And if you're not here, oh well.
Dude, I'm ecstatic. Like I told you, the people that came to visit here are not even here anymore. They're off to Georgia.
That's right. You got to see him though a little bit.
Yeah.
They let him stay in his house alone, and he's literally 15 minutes away from me, with the good without traffic. And you got their car.
Yeah.
And so you're the only collector, I can say this, that's been in the office now.
Oh.
You are the only collector that's out.
I needed to see that, because seeing the videos and being there is a different thing.
Yeah, it's not a big room.
It's a sanctuary, I call it.
He got to see the whole thing.
It's amazing. It's all that I thought it was going to be.
Well, Emilio, I can't express thank you for taking the time.
The honor's been mine. It's talking with you all day long has been amazing. And I knew that you were, every time I said something about money or whatever, you were trying to keep it off so we could talk.
Yeah, we were talking.
So,
we started at 4:00 or whatever today, and with this, Emilio came over just about 10. So I'm trying to avoid, because I wanted my real reaction to it. Him and his
collecting has been, and it gives me. Sometimes I find myself in Spain, and it's 25 years in the same city. It's a very small city, Toledo, and
that's Toledo. It's the real first Toledo,
it's
not Toledo, Ohio.
Beautiful. Which I do have the nationals from Toledo, Ohio.
See,
just
that's
because
cool.
they say Toledo.
That's so cool. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever thought? I mean, I never knew. I never thought about it. I didn't know before I met you. I didn't know there was a Toledo, Spain. I didn't know Toledo, Ohio, and I'm like, why is Toledo, Ohio named after a town in Spain? But who cares? It is.
So I got
or if it's not, I'm going there anyways.
I got a big 10 and a small.
That's
small
awesome.
10. Yeah.
So before we go, what are you going after? What's your next?
I got 3 notes that I really want to get. The 1865 Ace original, the original series with the spike seal.
Okay.
I want to get that one. I want to get the Manning note, the 1899
Manning silver certificate.
20 silver certificate, and I want to get the 1950 gold certificate.
With as a type collector, I'm like, I've got the 1922 gold. I don't need the 1907. And same with the 10s, and same with the 50s. You do.
I do want to get them. Yeah.
Is that a compulsion, or
it is a compulsion?
Is there another reason besides that?
I would call it a compulsion. I
that
have
is
to get,
your
I
collection.
have to get. I would love to get the Technicolor 1905, but that's. I saw.
But it's
Stu's. I saw Stu's.
Yeah.
And I would settle to get one like that. Because but still that's a 2,000 or more note.
Yeah, it is, but yet.
But I do have to get I have the 1905. I have the 1906. No, I'm sorry. I have the 1906, the 1922, 20. I have the 1922, 10. I need to get the 1907. Call it a compulsion. I have to get it.
Well, and that's okay. I mean, that's a collector.
And I love every single one of them. For me, they're all beautiful. It doesn't matter if it's the same bill and the only thing that changed
But well,
is the letter on the seal.
At least it's. I know with the large gold, there is this. The text is there. It's not there. It's
Yeah.
It's visibly there.
There's differences, subtle, but there are some things that change. But it is what it is, man.
My friend.
I love it. Dan,
Thank
you so much. I
Sincerely.
appreciate it. It's been an honor.
No,
Real
it's
pleasure.
my honor. Get out of Dodge.
Yeah, no, it's,
All right,
it's like,
we're gonna see if we're gonna have some dinner now. It's the end of the day.
thanks.
All right, thanks.
Ciao.
We'll be back.